back. Um, Having served his country for 26 years as a combat medic, Brian noticed that he lost more brothers and sisters to suicide when he got home than he did during his time deployed. Today, we have a wonderful guest. We have the founder of Project Die Hard, Mr. Brian Gibson. Hello, Brian. Welcome to Veterans Corner.
Oh, hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm very good. I'm very good. You look tired today?
Yes, sir. The mission never stops, but as of yesterday, was our Independence Day. And for a lot of my brothers and sisters and myself, those loud bangs and joyful things kind of keep us up at night.
Yeah, no kidding. Um, what is the Project Die Hard mission? What is your mission?
Our mission uh, is to build places where a veteran can come and get the help they need, to bring public awareness to veteran suicide and helping veterans transition from active duty to the civilian world.
How did Project Die Hard start?
Well, it started, I served up until 2017 where I retired. And while I was waiting for the Veterans Administration to determine if the 10 pounds of titanium in my back was service related, I had to be doing something. So I'm a motorcycle enthusiast, quote unquote, and I was building a tribute bike to my brothers that I lost that were KIA, killed in action. Because while deployed, we always talked about riding coast to coast when we got back and things of this nature. A couple veteran buddies of mine came over. One of them said, "Hey, Doc, if your shop was bigger, we could bring more tools in." I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm a guy. We can, yeah."
Yeah.
And then my other brother goes, "Hey, Doc, if I stayed here for 4 or 6 weeks, we could probably knock this thing all the way out and get riding." And I said, "Oh, I love you, brother, for that. But the last time we hung out, there was bail money involved."
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can.
I said, "If you get past the wife on that one, hey, I'm all for it. But I don't think you're going to get past her."
No, I ride as well. As a matter of fact, after the show, I'm going riding. And that helps me with my PTSD as well as music. Now, you have what you call a forward operating base rush. Tell me all about that.
Yes. Well, let me roll back to how Project Dire started real quick.
Okay.
Out of that interaction, and then when I got a phone call from the wife of one of my best brothers, we did 3 tours together. So as a veteran, that bond we have.
Hmm.
She called me and went, Doc, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm like, "Well, you got to take a breath and tell me what's going on." She goes, "He's hanging in the garage."
No.
Yes. So with that, building the bike together with my brothers, that news, that led to, okay, a place where veterans can come for a day, a weekend, a week, a month, up to a year, and get the services and the support they need. So in 2018, we got our nonprofit status. Just getting started, 2019, right? Just
Yeah.
starting to get out there. And then good old 2020 hit.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. But during that time, the Veterans of Foreign Wars magazine here in America did a story on me in the mission under the Still Serving campaign because technically I'm still serving my brothers and sisters, right?
You are.
And that story led to WSIL TV out of Illinois to call and say, can we learn about your mission? Of course, I'll go anywhere and talk about this mission
Hmm.
because it's so important. Well, that led to the Haven of Love Christian Daycare Center calling. This was a nonprofit organization.
Hmm.
And they said, are you willing to come up to McCanda, Illinois, so we can talk about your mission? Of course, I'll go anywhere, right?
Yes. Yeah.
If I'm invited, hey, I, I got the improved thing, so if anybody in Canada wants me to come up and talk, I will.
Thanks a lot.
But they took me around 20 acres and through a 10,000 square foot building. Now, mind you, this was August. So down here, it's a little warm in August,
It certainly is.
right? And walking through the woods nowadays isn't one of my best things to do because of my back and my knees. But
Hmm.
I struggled through it. And this is a beautiful piece of land. Get all said and done, and they looked and they said, can you use this for your mission? And I was like, of course we can.
Now, who said this?
The Haven of Love Christian Daycare,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I said, but there's no way we can afford this, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And they went, well, good, because we're donating it to you.
Unbelievable. Wow. That is that is awesome. So, what are you doing with the land?
Well, first off, its name, Forward Operating Base Rush.
Okay. And where does Rush come from?
Forward Operating Base Rush, that name comes from Sergeant Courtney Rush of the United States Air Force. Part of our mission is to bring public awareness to veteran suicide.
Right.
Well, part of that is we don't let people forget.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sergeant Rush is from Illinois. And since our property is located in Illinois, we put a call out to our networks of, hey, we're going to name this. And we had a lot of applicants, a lot of people writing letters and, hey, name it this, name it that. I got a lot of hate mail because people say, well, it should be named after somebody with a Medal of Honor or somebody with a Bronze Star. I'm like, look, got it. But,
Yeah.
well, after talking with Courtney's mother and father and researching Courtney, it came that that's what this facility is to be named after.
Right.
Sergeant Rush was in the United States Air Force. She never saw direct combat, but she was a crew chief.
Right.
They did angel flights.
Okay.
For anybody listening that doesn't know what an angel flight is, that is bringing our fallen home.
Got it.
Well, that was her demon.
Wow.
On January 3rd, 2012, she lost her fight to the demons and died by a self inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
That is so sad. So sad. Um, you mentioned that it's a nonprofit organization. Do you, as a founder, take a salary?
No, I do not. That is one thing that when Project Die Hard was founded, one of the things is there's 45,000 veteran nonprofits in America.
Right.
What happened to being a nonprofit?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay. There are leaders in nonprofits that make 6, 7, 8 figure salaries.
And that defeats the purpose to nonprofit. If they're making that big of a salary, where's where's the money going?
Well, again, this is we're not against salaries,
Hmm.
okay? But my view personally, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm going to get a lot of hate emails after this show because of it. But it comes with the territory, right?
Yeah, so be it.
If you are the leader of a nonprofit, right? If you are affecting somebody's life,
Hmm.
you're supposed to be helping them, right?
That's right.
Well, if you're worried about what's in this, can you worry about who you're trying to help?
Yeah, really. Unbelievable.
My
Um,
job is to protect the integrity of this mission.
and you're doing a good job, my friend. You're doing a great job. Now, can you tell us why you partnered with the Disability Channel?
Oh, Jay, oh man, what a brother, right?
He is. He's a great man.
Uh, we met him a couple years ago through a mutual acquaintance. And after researching the Disability Channel and talking with Jay and digging in, it was determined, you know what, the programs that the Disability Channel offers, right?
Yes.
Oh, outstanding.
And they have a lot to offer. And I will get into that in a little bit.
Well,
Um,
I think because of those programs and talking with Jay, right,
mhm.
and the mission of moving those programs everywhere, it just seemed like a natural fit to come in and support our facilities.
I agree with you 100%. We're all brothers and sisters. And we all share the same experiences if we've been overseas and in a campaign. I mean, it makes sense for all of us to come together and help each other out.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, and our view on this is teamwork makes the dream work.
It certainly does.
No one organization can do it all.
No, you're so right. You're so right.
So, Jay, his team, the Disability Channel, has been going on for a while.
It
They've
has.
already worked out all their kinks.
Yep.
So, why not just give them a studio and a classroom and say, come teach my brothers and sisters?
Exactly.
Uh, all we got to do is build a building.
And you have that.
Yeah, we got it.
You got it. And going back to nonprofit organization, um, have you gone out to get some help, or have you gone to the Senate? Have you gone to Veterans Affairs to ask for help for for donations?
Oh, yes, yes. We go everywhere and ask for donations. In fact, June 21st, I was at the Kentucky Veterans Affairs Administration of Kentucky, not the national, but of Kentucky,
Hmm.
their committee, where I briefed the mission. And the chairman, when I got all done, I only had 6 slides.
Hmm.
When I got done, none of them asked a question, so I thought I did pretty good, right?
Right.
Answered all their questions. The chairman goes, "So, what's your ask?" And I went, $10 million. He goes, "Well, that's a big ask." I go, "Yes, sir, but But if you don't ask, it's an automatic no.
That's right. You don't ask, you're not going to get it.
Hmm. That was June 21st, and you know how the bureaucracy and everything rolls. But
Right.
we're still following up. We're still any other questions you need answered. You know.
Yeah. I saw that clip on online. It was you did a really good job. Now let's just hope that they do something about it, right?
Again, we ask everybody for help.
Right.
Uh, we look for non-restricted funds
Right.
because of the bureaucracy within government agencies. There's a lot of great people at the VA trying their best to do for the veterans,
Yeah. Same
but
here.
it's the higher up echelons, the bureaucracy that
I know it seems like the higher up you go, the more politics is involved, and that's we're having the same problems here, with that. Um, do you just offhand know the number of suicides there have been since you returned from deployment,
personally,
personally?
18.
18.
The last one was September 2nd. Sergeant Amy Quinn, United States Army combat medic. She was actually one of my soldiers.
Really?
Yep.
Uh, we also have a number of suicides here in Canada, but they don't put it on the news. It's bad news. It's bad karma. You can't do that.
It's the same thing here in America.
Uh, if more people knew what the hell was going on with our soldiers after coming back from deployment, if they knew, well, maybe something would be done. Um, I think we'll just take a break right now, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about donations.
All
We'll be back right after this. Thank you.